When Mark and our amazing partners in NUL brought us together a year ago to have this conversation, it was based on the kind of campaigning and rhetoric and policy suggestions that were put out there. A year later, we've arrived at a place, executive orders, congressional hearings, a variety of ways in which we have been told to believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion is potentially a criminal matter. Literally saying this is discriminatory and there are laws that will prevent it from being able to be implemented. What I took away from the data that is most heartening is that no matter what algorithm you can put out there, no matter what keyword searches you can do, no matter what companies need to run their websites through to get on the right side of this, is that 71% of the American people still say this is a value-based judgment and I'm not comfortable with what you're projecting. Equal opportunity is easy to understand because on some level, it's actually how we kind of relate as Americans to this concept. I believe in an inclusive democracy because that's kind of how it's supposed to be. And when you come at us with things that don't seem right, no matter how much, eventually people land in the right place on this. And there are sort of 4 key things to remember. The first is the federal government workforce. My colleagues have noted this. We've hundreds of thousands of black women being removed from the federal workforce. If you want to weaponize the federal government, first you have to remove a federal government employment workforce that looks like all of America. Second is the issue of our institutions and universities. I don't want my kids going to a school that isn't going to teach them about everything fully. This idea that there are certain ideas that work, certain ideas that don't, that's not how we're supposed to do this. When Mark says censorship, we need to hear it for what it is. If you reject an inclusive democracy, you're talking about censorship. Third, I want to note public life. Minnesota, Chicago, what's starting in Maine, the kind of brutality we're seeing, it is to remove the diversity of America from what we know America to be on our streets. It will be rejected, it has been rejected, and people are resisting that in ways. Understand how much that's tied to DEI. Finally, the issue of our corporate friends and companies. Look, this is gonna end, and there's gonna be another side of this. And what you have to do is to think about, what did you do during this period? It's important for your bottom line, but it's also important for your legacy. So you have to think about, am I doing the right thing that represents both an inclusive democracy and good business practices? And folks, I gotta tell you, as an Arab American, I understand what exclusion looks like. A few days ago in my local high school, someone graffitied horrific language, both anti-Arab and anti-Muslim. It actually said specifically, nuke Palestinians. Trust me when I say to you, getting to the point of those things happening is because we have attempted to reject diversity, equity, inclusion, equal opportunity. I almost don't care what we call it, just understand we better fight like hell for it. Thank you.